Hi everybody, this is Danny. Welcome to your first accounting lecture. So as I said, these videos will go through the chapters and give you the lecture on the material. Through the videos, I will be covering or following a PowerPoint presentation, which is posted on Blackboard. So if you don't have that in front of you now, you should just pause the video and you can go find that in Blackboard. So I'll be adding in information, doing examples, and you'll want to be able to put that into your slides as well. So either print a copy so you can write on them, or have an electronic version so you can make the changes that way as we go through the videos. These first set of videos, we're covering Chapter 1, which looks at accounting and the business environment. Obviously, this is video 1. We're starting here. And in this video, I'm just going to give you guys a quick introduction of what is accounting, what does it look like, what do accountants do, to just give you that idea before we start diving into the material. I want you guys to take just a quick second and think about that. If you hear an accountant, what do you think of? Or what do you think that accountants do besides math, of course? So think about that for a quick sec. Probably some of the ideas that you're coming up with are what I would say are kind of that stereotypical idea of an accountant. So bookkeeping. And yes, that's the process of tracking and recording transactions. And accountants do that, but it's really just the initial part of accounting, getting those transactions into the records. From there, accountants also prepare financial statements, and that's going to be something that we learn in this first chapter. Accountants also complete different engagements for a company. So if a company is required to have an audit from their bank, or for their bank, an accountant would do that. Accountants also prepare and file tax returns. That's something quite common. And that's all very important, but accountants also work closely with business owners and help to provide professional advice to them to look at how their company is operating. So first analyze that. How well are they doing? Also look where they could maybe improve. They could compare that company to how they've done in prior years, or even compare to the industry and how the company stands up against other companies in that same industry. Or if a business owner has certain goals for growth, an accountant would help them figure out a plan of how to get there. I'm going to watch a quick video here that just shows you the importance of accountants. So just pull this up quickly. Okay, here we go.
Accounting is cooler than you think. It's way more important, too. And here's why. Let's say you work for a company that makes ballpoint pens. You guys are good at making pens and you're turning a profit. Now, let's say you're in a meeting and someone asks, "Hey, shouldn't we make markers too?" Well, your factory can produce them, and your marketing team can sell them. But should you make them? Or should you just keep making pens? Everyone turns to the boss, and the boss, if he's smart, will turn to the accountant. Yep, the accountant. At this point, the accountant might just be the smartest person in the room, and certainly the most important. The accountant will talk with key partners, like the marketing, sales, manufacturing, and finance teams, to determine fixed and variable costs, market size, and potential revenue. She'll build a pro forma income statement to forecast profits and to determine how long it will take to recoup the initial investment. And she'll consider the impacts on the balance sheet that investors use to assess the financial health of your company. Assuming it all looks good, she'll determine that making markers is a sound decision, and then she will tell the boss, very clearly and concisely, to go forth and conquer. It's time to celebrate. You guys are making markers because making markers makes sense, and dollars. Accountants are experts at analyzing complex financial data, making heads and tails of it, and helping business leaders make smart investment decisions based on what the financial data says. It's why accounting is the language of business, and why knowing it can help you become a bigger asset for your company. Ready to add deep accounting knowledge to your bag of tricks? Start Forma.
All right, so that just gives you guys an idea of kind of some of the things or how accounting goes into a business. So in that video, you saw that accountant was very useful to the company. She was able to run a bunch of reports, look at some budgets, forecast information about making markers, and help the owner make that decision that, yeah, this is something that's good. The company will make money. We should try this out. So accounting really is an important part of a business. It's necessary to be able to make those reports to make good decisions. And there's two types of accountants that I'll just talk on quick. So in that video, that lady clearly was working for the company that was making markers. So she was what's called a private accountant. And those are accountants that work for just one employer, one company, and they are only looking at the accounting information of that company and helping them make decisions. And there's also public accountants. So that is someone who works for an accounting firm like Myers Norris Penny or RSM in Red Deer here. There's Ernst & Young, KPMG, there's tons of different accounting firms. So if you work for one of those firms, that's called public accounting. So they have a variety of clients who they'll do different types of work for depending on the size of the company and their needs. So it could just be filing the taxes, preparing the statements for the financial statements for them, or it could be doing audits and giving more advice if that's needed by that company. So that's just a quick look at what is an accountant. I think that's a good way to start the semester so you guys have an idea of what you're getting into and why this course is important. Obviously, if you do have the plan to go into the accounting career, so that's your aim or your main goal in the end, this is really important. It's the introduction, it's the base that you're going to continue to build on through your schooling. But this course is also really important for anyone who is in the business. That's why they make you take this. So if you're a business owner, you're managing a company, you're an entrepreneur looking to start up businesses, you need that base knowledge of accounting to know how to look at numbers and look at the reports and know whether your company is making money or losing them money to be able to make good decisions. So this is a really useful course for everyone, regardless of whether you're going into accounting as a career or you're just in business in some other way. As it said in the video at the end there, accounting is the language of business, so it's very useful for everybody to have this base knowledge. Okay, we're just going to pause there. I wanted to just give you that introduction, and we'll go on to the chapter material from the textbook in the next videos.